Hi, this is Greg with A Complete Remodeling, and welcome to Got a Minute. We have a two-part Got a Minute this week, and it's about floors, and it's about water damage done to floors. That's really important. We have quite a bit of video to show you. It has to do with a condo, but not only this, this pertains to condos, homes, townhouses. It doesn't particularly matter. There's a lot of water damage going out there, and it's caused by roof damage, it's caused by hot water heaters, it's caused by units next to you, it's caused by all kinds of different things. And it's kind of good to know how it comes apart in order so you know how to put it back together, and then for insurance purposes and stuff, you know a little bit more about what's going on. So what I thought we'd do is we'd show you a little bit here about what we're showing you out in the videos, because it does get kind of noisy and hard to follow at times. But basically you have a concrete floor in your house, or any kind of floor. This just happens to be concrete. And basically what normally happens is you put a cork floor on top of this, a 1/4-inch cork. And this is usually glued down on top like so. And then you have a floor that sits on top. Now the floor on top could either be a floating floor, which means the piece is all interlocked and it doesn't get glued down to the cork, or it gets glued down to the cork. On the one that we're going to show you, at first I thought it was a floor that was a floating floor. But as you see, as we started the video, it turns out that the floor was actually glued down. And how does water get from on top of your floor to underneath your floor and do all that damage? And that's what's important to watch in the video. So I think from here we'll go to part 1 of the video, and I'll pick you up at part 2 a little bit later. Hi, this is Greg with A Complete Remodeling, and welcome to Got a Minute Live. We are in this condo in downtown Chicago, 55 stories up, beautiful location, and we're checking out a floor here. This floor is a floating floor, and the homeowner has had some water issues, and we are replacing it today. And we're going to tear up the floor and check out to see where the water might have come from. Many times there's telltale signs underneath the floor that shows where the water has come from. It's like a pattern. Generally there's 3 locations water comes from. One is a lot of times water will come down from units up above, and it will channel down to like the radiator area here, and it will go underneath the floor and come out in different locations. Next location would be an adjoining unit where they had some kind of water issue, a hot water tank leaking, and the water coming underneath the floor. And many times this could go on for weeks, months, and you won't even know it until all of a sudden you see some marks in the floor. And then the third place would be you might be getting some water issues due to excessive water being used when cleaning, and the water goes down in between the boards. Now on this particular floating floor, the joints are glued and it was put together, and so that's kind of unlikely but not impossible. So the first thing we need to do here is remove the furniture and start taking up the floor. Okay, so we took out the furniture out of the room, so we have a nice clear workspace here. Now we're looking a little bit more at the water damage. As you can see on the floor here, we have different areas like this, and so that's either water coming up from the below, or it's from water from the top going down. That's the big question. So we took off the big shoe, and now we'll be taking out some of the floor right now. And the floor was put on a cork. So the cork is a sound barrier, and it's usually a 1/4 inch. It's common use. And you can see when the floor is glued down, it's very difficult to take the floor up. That's the difference between the floating floor and a glued down floor. We'll hopefully have a segment here where you'll see that it's a floating floor, where it's much easier to take up. Okay, we're getting close to finishing this tear out. We had to look up some history on this particular job, because in 2014 this floor was removed and a new floor was glued down. That's why I thought some of it was floating. That was the original floor. So this floor appears to be all glued down. And as you look at this piece of cork here, this cork is all glued down. It gets glued onto the concrete, and it's very hard for water to seep underneath it. Thank you for watching. Please like us, share us, and include us on your next project. Thank you.